Today, dozens of students will finish their long journey at Bristol Community College. They're well prepared to become tomorrow's nurses, engineers, artists, chefs, or whatever career they choose. For many, this has been a long road to success, but for all, they'll now embark on an even greater adventure the rest of their lives.
all the way down.
That's right?
Yeah. We'll probably play it twice at least. Yeah, before we come. Yeah, before we come. Before we do. Okay.
Congratulations, you made it. Now, after I ask you to sit down, I'm sorry to say we must remain standing. So could you please stand? In keeping with the spirit of this auspicious ceremony, out of respect for our graduates, please keep your cell phones on silent. Furthermore, out of courtesy, I ask that all graduates return to their seats after crossing the stage and remain there until the end of the ceremony. Please remember now that no diplomas will be distributed in the Commonwealth College Center until the completion of the ceremony. And finally, I ask the audience to remain in their seats and stay out of the aisles throughout the ceremony. Because of safety and security concerns, only those with college credentials will be permitted to approach the stage. We're in a new world now. The college has a photographer on stage to capture photos of your graduate, and I will be available during the reception afterwards in the Commonwealth College Center for photos with the graduates. Please remain in your seats throughout the ceremony until you are called forward. And as we begin today's ceremony, let us please take a moment of silence in honor of the members of our BCC family who have been lost during the year, particularly Professor Emerita Nancy Carvalho Fraze, who died this week, and also one student, Robert Cadian, in the graduating class, expected to graduate today, had passed away 2 weeks ago. And we also wish to remember veterans who have died in the line of duty, those in harm's way, as well as the victims of the Boston Marathon Massacre bombing. So please take a moment. Thank you. Thank you. Please remain standing. Now I am pleased to introduce Cheryl Lamb Spooner, a member of the class of 2013, who will sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Cheryl will be joined by Deaf Studies student and graduate Cheryl Borrell. Everyone please stand. Cheryl Lamb Spooner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Cheryl Lamb Spooner, ladies and gentlemen, member of the class of 2013. Thank you. On behalf of the Bristol Community College Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, and the class of 2013, I am pleased to open the 46th annual commencement exercises of Bristol Community College. Please be seated. I will now introduce the members of the platform committee and ask them to stand as I call their names. Okay. Trustee Patricia Andrade, MD. Trustee Chair Fernando Garcia. Trustee James Grady, Esquire. Trustee Deborah Kenny. Trustee Secretary Joseph A. Marshall. Trustee Vice Chair Cynthia Rose. Trustee Anthony Sapienza. Trustee Ronald Schwartz, MD. Trustee Diane Sylvia. Trustee Max Volterra, Esquire, sorry, Max Volterra Esquire. Professor Ron Lister, Grand Marshal for these exercises. Louis M. Ricciardi, Vice Chair, Massachusetts Board of Higher Education. Frank Baptista, 2013 Distinguished Citizen Award. James Mathis, Honorary Associate Degree in Humane Letters. Attorney David Seamus, Honorary Associate Degree in Humane Letters. Sandra Campos, Professor Emerita of Clinical Laboratory Science. Carol M. Garan, Professor Emerita of Business Administration. Dr. Lynn Byers, presenter of the last lecture. Donald Smith, recipient of the Exemplary Service Award. Jody Raposa, valedictorian, class of 2013. David Henry, salutatorian, class of 2013. Jason Sadie, President, Student Senate, class of 2014. Dean Rodney Clark, Attleboro Center. Dean Patricia Dent, Health Sciences. Dean Paul Wesley Lundberg, New Bedford Campus. Associate Vice President Kathy Torpy Garganta, Enrollment Services. Dr. Calvin McFadden, Dean Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dean Sarah Morrill, Developmental Education. Vice President Steve Ozog, Student Services. Dean Joanne Preston, Humanities and Education. Dr. Samad Saman, Dean Mathematics, Science and Engineering. Greg Satars, Acting Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Michael Vieira, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. Anthony Ucci, Acting Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. I would also like to introduce our American Sign Language interpreters, Jonathan Brown Henry and Denise Shagnon. Honored guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most especially the class of 2013. It's my privilege to welcome you to this wonderful commencement. Congratulations, we are all very proud of you and your considerable accomplishments. It is through your intellect, your endurance, your drive, and your stamina that you are here today. Let's stay for a moment with these themes of initiative and persistence. Not everyone understands or appreciates the mission of community colleges to provide access through our cherished principle of the open door, as well as quality and affordability. I want to illustrate for you now how important persistence is, as well as the educational opportunities available at Bristol Community College. Let's try an experiment. I invite all the graduates who are first in their families to attend any college or university to stand. First in your family to attend. Please stay standing. Please stay standing. These are called first-generation college students. And I'd like to also ask those standing if you would raise your hand if you're the first in your immediate family to have earned a high school diploma or GED. Anybody the first in their family? Congratulations. That's terrific. Congratulations to each of you. Stay standing. Let us hope that today, with this accomplishment, you are starting a new cycle of educational attainment for your family and for generations to come. You are setting new precedents for all of your relatives and neighbors and friends. Each of you is a role model. Your BCC family is very proud of you. Now, please remain standing. And in addition, community colleges are commonly referred to as two-year colleges. but I wonder how true that is. Would all of the graduates please rise to join their colleagues? Everybody stand, all the graduates. Thank you. Congratulations. Now, would all of the graduates who actually completed their academic degree in just 2 years please sit? 2-year college. Are we really a 2-year institution? Would all of the graduates who completed in 3 years please sit? So are we a 2 or a 3-year college? But is that a fair performance measure for either Bristol Community College or these persevering students that you still see standing? Each of these students has a heartwarming story of success to tell to those so-called external experts and critics. Of those still standing, how many of you completed your goal? Please sit in less than 5 years. Less than 5 years. All right, good for you. Anyone more than 10 years stay standing? More than 10 years. We have them, absolutely. You stand as a testimony to Bristol Community College, an opportunity and excellence and access, but you also stand as a testimony to your own perseverance and self-drive, and we're very proud of you. Did anyone need more than 15 years? Please stay standing. Stay standing. Good for you. That's great. Thank you. That's wonderful. We're very proud of you. And thank you very much. You can sit now. We had someone that went, 1 year went up to 30 years. Started, dropped out, raised their kids, put them through BCC, and then came back to BCC to finish. These are all heartwarming stories. We're very proud of you. Now, I'd ask you to raise your hand. How many of you work full-time or part-time while pursuing your studies here? Oh boy. How many of you have children? Whoa, okay. Any grandparents in the class? Grandparents, yay! By chance, any great-grandparents? Any great-grandparents? Hey, there we go. Okay. So as you can see, it is a misnomer to describe community colleges as 2-year institutions. Community college students who have the goal of earning a degree or certificate or specialized training and actually do so, irrespective of the amount of time on task, deserve high praise, not criticism. Do we really want to begin closing the open door just to satisfy some imagined standards set by so-called external experts? For all that you have accomplished, you did not travel alone. It is only through the support of others that accompanied you on your journey that you have been able to come to this day. So first, I want to recognize the graduates' families, loved ones, and friends. You too have achieved something important today. Your loved one has achieved the goal, and like good teammates, you have been enablers that made it happen. They couldn't have done it without you, and I invite the graduates to extend their appreciation to those special, supportive people in their lives. Thank you, everyone. Another team who supported you in your journey, graduates, is comprised of our BCC faculty and staff. They challenged you, drove you, and made you work harder than perhaps you ever worked before. But in the process, they changed you. They believed in you even at times when you may not have even believed in yourself. Both in and out of the classroom, you encountered their collective commitment to nurture and to challenge. Simply put, BCC faculty and staff are the absolute best. Their commitment to instruction and instructional support the main thing at Bristol Community College, our two highest priorities, sets our great institution apart from the world of higher education. They believe in your success. Faculty, you have heard me say many times that you are the most important part of this institution. A learning institution is only as good as its faculty. I re-emphasize that sentiment today as a rededication of my commitment to you and a promise to you of the support and affirmation for your glorious efforts by everyone else at the college. Your creativity informs your teaching. Your enthusiasm for learning infects your students. You teach and you inspire. Would the faculty and staff please rise and be recognized for their crucial role in the reason for this day's celebration. Faculty and staff. Thank you. Graduates, this great institution has provided you not with all the knowledge that you will ever need, but rather with the appreciation of the learning process itself and an understanding of all that remains yet undone. The world continues to change at a rapidly accelerating and dizzying pace. You must keep up in this age of lifelong learning for your own good and for the good of this society. Yet you bring a renaissance of hope with you. I frequently proclaim that our goal at BCC is not simply to produce for the Commonwealth good citizens who are informed. Rather, our purpose is to produce informed citizens who make ethical choices. Today, there is an anxious need out there for you to demonstrate those wonderful qualities that you have learned at BCC. Seize those opportunities. Graduates, as you launch the next phases of your life and your life's journey, you have our very best wishes, and each of you will always remain a valued member of our BCC family. Congratulations. The Commonwealth Honors Program at Bristol Community College offers qualified students with enhanced opportunities for academic enrichment. These students have met the graduation requirements of the Commonwealth Honors Program, a BCC program that has earned special recognition from the state and are recognized today as Commonwealth Honors Program Scholars. Will these Honors Program graduates please stand to be recognized and acknowledged? Commonwealth Honors students. Congratulations. Thank you. Service learning at Bristol Community College engages students in community volunteer activities for academic credit. Students who have performed a number of service learning projects and have served as project leaders are designated as community service leaders. Will this year's service learning leaders please stand to be recognized? Service learning leaders, thank you. Almost 100,000 hours combined. Thank you for your service. I am also pleased to recognize a number of graduates who received transfer merit scholarships from a number of colleges and universities. Would all graduates who have received transfer merit scholarships please stand? Transfer merit scholarship. We offer you our heartiest congratulations. Keep up the good work. Each year at our commencement exercises, we recognize academic excellence by honoring those students who graduate from the college with an outstanding academic record. Students may graduate cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. To achieve summa cum laude requires a minimum grade point average of 3.8 out of a possible 4.0 at least. This year, a number of graduates have actually earned a perfect record, a straight A 4.0 average for their entire career at BCC. Will these 4.0 graduates please stand to be recognized? 4.0. Perfect record. Perfect record. All A's. That's amazing. Congratulations on your extraordinary accomplishment. I would like now to call upon Fernando Garcia, Chair of the Board of Trustees, who will present the 2013 Bristol Community College Distinguished Citizen Award. Chairman Garcia.
Good day. Forgive me for not having my hat on, but it's a little warm for me. And it's heat, and the only heat I like is the Miami heat. So. Distinguished citizen. Each year, the Board of Trustees honors an individual who has made a distinguished contribution in the field of health, education, business, labor, government, or the arts, and whose character and achievements have enriched the life of the community. This year, the board has selected Mr. Frank Batista. Mr. Batista, would you please come forward? Educator, champion, and communicator, you have dedicated your entire career to strengthening our society, with particular focus on empowering the Portuguese-American community. A proud immigrant yourself, you adopted Southern New England as your home and committed yourself to creating bridges that enabled others from the Luso world to root themselves in America. While pursuing a distinguished career in education and business, you engaged in volunteer activities that enabled immigrants to navigate successfully the sometimes chocolate waters of bureaucracy, as well as serving agencies that aid children and those with chronic illness. You have devoted yourself to organizations that build the region's economic health and connection of the rich and varied Luso world, including service as the founding member for Bristol Community College's Luso Centro. One of your most enduring legacies is your commitment to communication and the use of media to promote the multifaceted culture found in Luso community. You are the voice do imigrante, and you leverage the power of media to sound the clarion call that fuels a true appreciation and understanding of the contributions of the Portuguese-American community. Given the first day of June 2013 in Fall River, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Batista.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the graduates and best wishes.
The Massachusetts Department of Higher Education has granted Bristol Community College the right to award an honorary associate degree in humane letters. The college awards this degree to an individual who illustrates through a career of intellect and service the best of Bristol Community College's vision, to change the world, learner by learner. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipients are Mr. James Mathis and attorney David Seamus. Can I invite Mr. Mathis to please come forward? Mr. Jim Mathis, a graduate of BCC. Congratulations.
30 years ago, I was in the class of 1983, and I was where you are today. And because of this, today I'm part of the class of 2013. Thank you.
Now will Attorney David Seamus please come forward. The Board of Trustees of Bristol Community College awards the Honorary Associate Degree in Humane Letters to David Seamus, Esquire. David Seamus, Esquire, ladies and gentlemen.
Class of 2013. Class of 2013. I cannot tell you the honor and the privilege that I have of being here today and watching each and every one of you with your own personal story stand up and declaim to this entire place all around you what you have achieved, what you have accomplished. And what I want to do right now, in honor of you and all of the people that made this very, very possible, given the heat, is deliver a few remarks for you that, and someone needs to time me. If it goes over 6 minutes, the gong better go off. President Sprague, thank you for what you do here and your leadership. Members of the board, thank you for your service to this school, and thank you to the entire BCC community. And I mean the entire community. The faculty, the campus officers, the maintainers, the groundskeepers, the professional staffs, the administrators, everyone who each and every day makes this place a jewel of southeastern Massachusetts. Thank you for what you do and the part of this day. Congratulations to every parent, to every grandparent, to every spouse, to every child, to every loved one, because the guidance and the encouragement, the support, and yes, sometimes money, that you provided to the students is central to their success. This day belongs to the class of 2013, but it's also your day, because let me just be very clear, there is not one person who succeeds alone. No one. Congratulations to you for what you did. As a child of southeastern Massachusetts who grew up in Taunton and who is just influenced by the values that everybody in this tent shares, the community, the family, the faith, the belief in education, I just want you to indulge me for 1 second. Each day I have the honor of entering the White House to serve the President of the United States in this country. Each day when I walk through those gates, each day when I walk into the West Wing of the White House and have the opportunity to serve, let me just remind you of one thing that I feel. I feel deeply rooted to the people who helped me get there, because I stand on the shoulders, as do you, of all of the people who made this day for you possible in my entrance each day to serve my nation possible. When my parents, who are here today, came from Portugal in 1969, they came with very little money, but with an abundance of hope for a better life for themselves and for the children that they did not yet have. Through hard work and sacrifice, and always putting their 2 children ahead of themselves, through injuries and illness, through loss of loved ones, and longing for that country that they left behind and the values, they wrote an American story. A story that's rooted in family and in work and in education. In graduates of 2013, much like your parents and grandparents and loved ones are feeling today, when I walked across the stage, when my sister walked around the stage to grab the diploma, it was an achievement for me, but the sense of accomplishment and love was even bigger for them. So graduates, please remember, you stand on the shoulders of so many people who helped to lift you up, but as of today, you begin to write your own American story. Today, you have unlimited possibility. Today, you will take your life wherever you want it to go. Today, you, after 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, whether you are the first in your generation to go to school, or someone who after a long career decided to come back and learn a little bit more, it is time for you to write your story. And listen to this, what a time to begin. You are living in an era of the most dramatic change that humanity has ever seen. Changes that create tremendous opportunities and possibility for growth. Changes that lift entire communities out of poverty and disease, but changes that sometimes cause us to forget what we're truly about and what is the essence of success. Think about this. In the next 10 years, personalized medicine that's based on your genes is going to give you the ability to cure diseases people never thought of and expand lives beyond what's imaginable. Think about this. An individualized education will allow teachers at all levels and you to use technology throughout your life to address your needs. Think about this, self-driving cars. This is not a Jetsons fantasy because Google has already designed it, are going to transform the way we go places. Think about this, 3D printers will allow each one of you to come up with an idea, design it, make it, and sell it. Think about this, you are the first generation that truly has all of the knowledge of the world at your fingertips. That has never happened before. You stand on the shoulders of so much opportunity and possibility. Through social media, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, your friends from high school, your friends from college, and the friends for the rest of your life will remain connected in a way that we were never able to do before. This is not some fantastic dream. This is today. And the opportunities and knowledge before you are greater than any that we've ever known. But there's a professor at the University of Massachusetts who said the following, we're living a digital life, but we are in an analog body. And the changes that are occurring are happening so fast that this unlimited opportunity also translates into the following. How many of you have felt the 24/7 cycle that just never ends? How many of you have experienced the fact that there really aren't weekends anymore? How many of you have felt that it's always nonstop? And even though you are always connected, somehow the richness of connection falls apart. So with all the opportunity and technology, all the advancements and promises ahead of you, how do you make sure that the intensity of each day, your packed schedule, the long work days, the constant digital communication, don't cause you to lose touch with all of the people around you who help to make you what you are? Years ago, my old boss, the governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Deval Patrick, used to say to people around him something very, very simple. And this is what I want everybody to take away from me today. Remember who you are and what you represent. Remember who you are and what you represent. Time and again, I have fallen back on that simple, powerful statement. It's a reminder of the values and the family and the sacrifice, the friends who have stood by me in my sense of community. So today, after you walk off this stage, please find your family, find your friends, and hug them deeply. And I am not talking about one of those man hugs that are awkward, and you pat yourself a couple of times. Cherish the moment. Find a professor or another member of this community and thank them for the amazing insight, the words of encouragement, or that tough lecture that they gave you once that kept you going. Think about the friend who didn't finish, who hasn't finished. Think about the people you went to high school with who never had a chance that you do today. And most importantly, think about who you are and what you represent, because I promise you, no matter how hard you work or how much you achieve, Living by your core values is where you will find success. That is the thing that matters. Remember who you are in what you represent. And for those of us who've been raised in places like Taunton and Attleboro and Fall River and New Bedford and all of the places in between, we see this value in community. We see the commitment of our friends and our neighbors and the volunteers, and we understand that work is not about how much you make, but about the dignity that it brings and what it does to your family. We have seen this in small ways throughout our lives, but recently I want everybody to think about what was most important, because we saw it in a very, very big way. This past Patriots Day in Boston, I was sitting in my office in Washington, and we saw where the hatred of a couple of people shook an entire community. And I, like all of you, were moved to tears, but here's why I was moved to tears. The suffering and the loss was immediate, but the self-sacrifice, the simple humanity, and the goodness that we saw moved me the most. In those few moments after that explosion, we were all reminded of what was most important. Here's what we saw. Men and women who were running towards an explosion and not away from it. That's what we saw. A doctor who finished the marathon and continued to run to the emergency room so he could provide care. That is what we saw. First responders who fulfill their duty with little concern for their safety and total concern for yours. That's what we saw. We saw a community that opened up its doors and opened their bedrooms and kitchens and entire homes to people who couldn't go home. We saw an entire region shut down so that law enforcement could do their job and bring people to justice. That is what we saw. That is who we are. That is what we represent. And don't ever lose that in a day like today. Class of 2013, in those 5 days, we saw a response to tragedy that showed that kindness, compassion, bravery, sacrifice is who we are. Throughout your lives and careers, too often we're going to get carried away and maybe elevated with simply focusing on who's the wealthiest, who's the most famous, who are the people with the coolest jobs. But what we saw in Boston and what we saw 2 weeks ago in Moore, Oklahoma, is the true definition of a meaningful and successful life. It's that simple idea that at the end of the day, like your parents and grandparents and friends showed to you, I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper, we are all in this together, no one succeeds alone. So class of 2013, today is a celebration of your achievement. Because of your efforts and support of so many, your doors are open just a little bit wider. You've made your family proud, and all of your dreams lay in front of you. Today you begin anew. All commencement is a fancy word for beginning. You've been enriched by what you've been taught at this place. You're loved by the family and friends who've helped you. You're excited by the possibility that awaits, a little nervous about the challenges and change that will come. But all of us are reinvigorated by your American story and the fact that you get to begin to write it today so you too can pass a legacy on to your children and grandchildren and their children, so that in 30 years you are standing here delivering this address, accepting the degree, enriching your community, and making of your life everything that you've possibly dreamed of doing. And if there's one simple thing that I want you to remember from the person, me, whose name you will very quickly forget, justifiably, as you leave here, is please remember at different times during your life to just stop. Remember who you are and what you represent. Because when I look around this room and I see the faces of success and I see the work that you have put into it, I know that you are a continuation of the American story that we've been telling for hundreds of years and will continue to tell. Congratulations to you. May you have all of the success and dreams, and you fulfill your dreams. Thank you.
Attorney David Seamus, ladies and gentlemen, for the Aspiring Award. The John J. Sprague, PhD Exemplary Service Award was created this year by the Bristol Board of Trustees to acknowledge extraordinary service to someone who demonstrates extreme commitment to the college's mission and goals. This is the first year of this award, and this inaugural award is presented to Mr. Donald Smith of Attleboro. Mr. Smith served as chair of the Board of Trustees for 9 years and was instrumental in establishing our full-time Attleboro Center. He is a strong and vibrant advocate for community colleges, and he currently serves on the college's foundation board. Will Donald Smith please join me?
Thank you so much. I just want to let all of you know that I'm a community college graduate also. And I just want to wish you the best of luck and great success. Thank you so much. Bye.
Donald Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Each year, the college invites students with the highest academic accomplishments to be considered for the roles of valedictorian and salutatorian. The selections honor those who, through their excellent academic record and college and community service, represent the highest values of Bristol Community College. The salutatorian is David Henry, class of 13, engineering transfer. David served as president of the BCC Engineering Club, and he worked with local middle schools to mentor students in the ROV competitions. David plans a career in aerospace engineering and has been accepted for transfer to UMass Dartmouth. Please recognize Mr. David Henry. Congratulations, David. Our valedictorian this year is Jody Raposa, class of 13. Ms. Raposa found herself unemployed and underprepared for a career that would support her family. She came to BCC after telling her son why he should go to college and realized it applied to her too. Ms. Raposa graduates with an engineering technology degree. Please welcome the class valedictorian for the class of 13, Jody Raposa.
Good morning, President Sprague, distinguished guests, graduating class, and ladies and gentlemen. 60% of the jobs lost since 2008 in America have been considered middle income. Yet those middle income jobs only represent 21% of the jobs regained in the recovery so far. In contrast, low-wage labor only constituted 21% of the jobs lost in the recession, but low-wage jobs now represent 58% of the jobs that have come back in the recovery. The days of a high school diploma resulting in a middle-class lifestyle are over, and the competition for livable wage jobs has never been so contentious. On average, community college graduates earn about $8,000 more per year than people with just a high school diploma. The mere fact that the class of 2013 is here celebrating our graduation today means we have all done something proactively to ensure that we are able to compete for those middle-class jobs. I'd like to share with you what BCC has done for me. While the details of my story will be different from everyone else's, I believe the basic themes of becoming either disconnected from your education, disconnected from your employment, or simply knowing someone who has will strike a common chord with many of you. I was a teen mom, so I chose not to go to college after high school. Although I only had a high school diploma, I was able to secure work in a retail-oriented industry. I was able to work full-time for almost 20 years doing essentially the same kind of work. But then in the fall of 2010, the lingering effects of the downturn in the economy caused my position to be eliminated. I knew at that time the skills I had spent the last 20 years perfecting were no longer going to guarantee me a job. It wasn't long before my full-time employment became barely part-time. For the first time ever in my life, I was essentially unemployed. I became one of the millions of Americans who relied upon unemployment insurance benefits and a little bit of food stamps to keep my household going. Luckily, back when I was transitioning from one position to another, I foresaw the difficulty in finding gainful employment in my particular field, and I enrolled in the Environmental Engineering Technology program here at PCC. Becoming a BCC student was one of the easiest things I've ever done, and it developed into one of the most profound turning points of my life. The most difficult part about becoming reconnected to my education was getting past my own fears of starting over. Once I made the decision to do it, the faculty, staff, and volunteers at BCC made it easy to become successful. In fact, the internship I served as part of my curriculum directly led to me getting a job. I now work for the Fall River Drinking Water Treatment Plant, performing meaningful work within my community, and I'm already making a better wage than I ever have before. If you happen to be someone who made all the right decisions early in life, set yourself up for success from the beginning, you might be thinking, why does any of this have anything to do with me? I always knew I'd be successful, and now I'm going to be, so what's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you why what happens to people like me still matters to people like you. It's because the health of the economy that you have to compete in when you're ready to begin your new career is a direct reflection of the economic health of the people in your community. We all know that some serious job creation needs to happen in this country, but jobs are only created when demand for goods and services increases, and demand only increases when people have money to spend. All those low-wage jobs that are cropping up are not going to provide the kind of fuel this economy needs to get moving again. Every single American out there, whether they realize it or not, has a vested interest in members of their community having the skills and opportunities to make a decent wage to support themselves and their family. Looking towards the future, I see community colleges like BCC becoming key players in rebuilding a strong middle class. Community colleges offer convenient locations, flexible class schedules, and are much more affordable than a traditional four-year college or university. The amount of debt the average four-year student graduates with is staggering. Those of you going on to earn bachelor's degrees have done yourselves a huge favor by beginning your journey here at BCC. And at community colleges, students with the greatest financial aid needs may even have their educational expenses 100% covered by grants and waivers. Imagine how many more people could escape the cycle of low-wage employment if everyone who qualified for college grants took advantage of them. We should encourage the people we know who are struggling to consider completing a career program. It doesn't matter how long you've been out of school or what your circumstances are. If you're dedicated to the process, absolutely anybody can do this. We also need more employers to get involved and help design career programs specifically around the needs of the relevant local industries. Everybody wins when employers are able to find highly skilled, qualified employees in the communities where they conduct their business. As a member of the BCC community, I was able to connect with the right education, the right people, and the right opportunities to propel me toward a rewarding career and a brand new life. The class of 2013 has had access to some of the best technology, most talented instructors, and the greatest supportive staff in the area. We are all better off for having been here, and no doubt our futures are brighter than they otherwise would be. I have to thank a few people for helping me get to where I am today. My most important support system has always been my parents. Mom and Dad, thank you, and I love you, and I want you to know that the day when you can stop giving me money is almost here. You will live to see it. And Professor Rack, I know you're over there. I can't thank you enough for connecting me to that internship and providing me with an opportunity to put my new education to work. I don't know how I could ever repay you for how you've impacted my life. I could promise you my next born child, but that's not gonna happen, so don't hold your breath. How about a lifetime supply of treatment plant tours for your hydrology class instead? To all my other professors, thank you for broadening my horizons, for teaching me how to think on my feet, and for all those A's that got me here today. Your checks are in the mail. Just kidding. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank my boys. Jared, I am so proud of you and the young man you're developing into. I hope that as you begin your high school career, I can lead you down a path of success that brings you to all the happiness and wealth that you deserve. My oldest son, Jordan, isn't here today. He's in South Carolina becoming a member of the United States Marine Corps. His courage to pursue his dreams inspires me to do better every day. I love you both with all my heart. I have one last bit of advice for the class of 2013. When you start making all that money and begin perfecting your consumerism skills, don't forget to save a little too. We all want to live a long, happy life, but we don't want to work until we die. It is unlikely, but possible, that when it's time for us to retire, Social Security will be nothing more than a scratch ticket and a good luck note signed by the president. Oh, but don't tell your boss I said that. He would never do that. He would never do that. So, whether or not you saved for your own retirement may be the difference between living out your golden years in poverty or in Tahiti. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I hope your accomplishments become inspiration for others. You should be proud of your success and get to work on your next set of goals. You can do anything you put your mind to. Thank you, and I'll see you all in Tahiti.
Thank you, Jody. I invite Professor Sandra Campos to please join me at the podium and the citation for Professor Emerita Campos. Campos? Thank you, Sandy. Yeah. The citation reads, "You are the consummate professional who modeled exactitude and precision for your students and your colleagues, combined with a kind of and caring attitude that endeared you to both. As director, you built the program and stayed closely connected with local employers and healthcare providers to ensure that the curriculum and the students' education tied to the profession's needs and growth. To address the changing field, you developed a phlebotomy certificate as well as a part-time evening program to credential incumbent workers who needed associate degrees. Your meticulous and careful attention took the program through its first rigorous accreditation as well as several more, but most importantly, provided a steady stream of well-educated graduates to support accurate diagnosis of disease and maintenance of health in the South Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Emerita Sandra Campos. Sandy, can you take off your hat? You want to say a few words? Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't expect to speak, so I would just like to say this is such a special honor, and I'd like to wish the class of 2013 the very best. Thank you.
I invite Professor Carol Duran to please join me at the podium for her citation as Professor Emerita. Carol, congratulations. The citation reads, "A tenacious advocate, you vigorously pursued systems and relationships to support students and faculty. You took particular care and interest in scheduling accounting classes to accommodate single moms and their child care challenges. Enthusiastic and energetic, you searched for ways to enable your students to polish their professional abilities. One of your legacies is the renowned Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, where students honed critical job skills and provided free professional services to thousands of low-income taxpayers. An advocate for systems, for governance, and for excellence, you remain a role model for your colleagues and your students, still inspiring us all to see how far we can go." Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Emerita Carol M. Duran.
I don't know a few words. I know a lot of words. I loved what I did. I loved the classroom, the students, and the relationships. And to receive an honor at the end is just one of the best things ever. I wish you all what I had, a job that you love, and best of luck to all of you.
Professor Emerita Carol M. Duran. The Professor Emeritus in History is awarded posthumously to A. Arthur Galenian. The citation for Professor Emeritus Galenian reads, "A true scholar, he spent his entire career studying, improving, and questioning his extensive knowledge of history, philosophy, and biblical studies to the delight and enrichment of his students and his colleagues. Arthur was one of the pioneer generation at BCC, when everybody did everything. He enjoyed making ancient and modern history come alive in the classroom, and he relished serving as the voice of reason and wisdom in college governance, as chair of the history department and division chair, and as an activist member of the college faculty. His 39 years as an educator at the college were marked by a commitment to high standards as well as to kind, welcoming, and generous outreach to new faculty, both full-time and part-time." Professor Emeritus Arthur Galenian. Professor Gabe Pereira is here today to represent the Galenian family at their request. Professor Pereira was one of Professor Galenian's first students and will ensure that Mrs. Galenian receives the medallion. Mrs. Galenian could not be here today because of illness. Will Professor Pereira please stand to be recognized? Thank you, Professor Pereira. I am pleased now to introduce Jason Seiden, Student Senate President. Jason?
Each year, the Bristol Community College Student Senate honors one of many outstanding faculty members who have affected students' education and their lives in a meaningful way. Nominations requiring detailed information about the educator's role are solicited from all potential graduating students. The selected faculty member is presented with the last lecture award. It is my honor to present to you this year's recipient, Dr. Lynn Byers, Professor of Dental Hygiene.
Welcome, everyone. It's hot. It's even hot for a girl from Florida. I, too, started my degree at a community college, at Hillsborough Community College in Tampa, Florida. So this is quite an honor, and thank you so much for giving me this honor today. I want to welcome to the 2013 graduates of Bristol Community College and your families. Welcome so much for coming here. You should be very proud. Congratulations. In September 2011, the dental hygiene class of 2013, I started a journey that would prepare them for lifelong learning. The very first lecture I gave to this class will also be their last lecture. I will share the highlights of this lecture with the rest of the students at Bristol Community College. One of my favorite sayings is, to be successful, you have to know the 5 P's of success. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. 80% of one's success is from preparation, 20% is from execution. Failing to plan is planning to fail. You must commit yourself to excellence. You need to set your goals. Your life only becomes a great life when you clearly identify what it is you want and make a plan to achieve it and work on this plan every day. One of my favorite sayings is, the dullest pencil is better than the sharpest mind. You must write down your goals. Review your goals daily until they become your reality. Become a lifelong learner. The more you learn, the more you put value into yourself and the more you can share with others. You can learn anything. You can learn anything you put your mind to and work steadily to accomplish that task. Look for a mentor, and in return of that favor, be a mentor to someone else. I want to thank my mentor on this journey of mine, Christine Bishop Chapman. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity you have given me to teach students. Time management. Time management is life management. This is a choice you make. You must organize your day, your week, your month, and your year. The more organized your life is, the more you can spend the time doing the things you truly enjoy. Achieve lifetime balance. The 3 key areas in life that you need to balance is your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Mentally, listen to motivational speakers. Read motivational materials. Cultivate positive thoughts. Physically, maintain excellent health habits. A healthy body is vital to enjoying a healthy life. Eat healthy and exercise daily. Spiritually, embrace the philosophies of the great religions of the world. Reflect and meditate on these ideas daily. My final thoughts are, I would like to thank the students, I would really want to thank the students of the Dental Hygiene graduating class of 2013. Thank you so much for this honor. And also I'd like to thank the Student Senate for selecting me for this wonderful honor. I want all of you to become everything you're capable of. More importantly, I want you to live a very long and healthy life. In closing, I want to quote my daughter Carly's favorite saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why they call it the present. Thank you.
I now present Fernando Garcia, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to authorize the conferral of degrees. Chairman Garcia.
Congratulations. David, that speech was a keepsake. How about another round of applause for that great motivation? But I feel like mine will be just picking up a few little crumbs on the table, but thank you. Congratulations, graduates. This is your moment. You have arrived at this moment through your hard work and dedication. And what you have accomplished will now open doors to new opportunities. This day is not simply your singular accomplishment, however. The inspiration and devoted staff of BCC, your loving friends and family members, and your fellow students have contributed significantly to this great day. But it is most definitely your individual determination and persistence that have brought you to this point. Be proud of all you have accomplished, but don't think that this is the culmination of your journey. Let it be the beginning of many new dreams and goals. Life has much more in store for you. Be ready to seize the moment. Be ready to become all you can be. Hopefully, you've been given the foundation upon which to build a bright and promising future. On behalf of the Bristol Community College Board of Trustees, we congratulate each and every of you, and we would like to all applaud you. As chair of the Bristol Community College Board of Trustees, I am honored to authorize Bristol Community College, under the powers vested in the board by Section 10, Chapter 15A of the General Laws of the Commonwealth, to award the Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science degrees, and appropriate certificates to those candidates who, in the judgment of the college, have successfully met the requirements for graduations. God bless you.
And now, Acting Vice President for Academic Affairs, Greg Satharis, will present the candidates.
Would the candidates for graduation please rise? I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and for the certificates. I certify on behalf of the faculty that those receiving their degrees and certificates today have completed all of the requirements for each program as set forth by the college and by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Acting Vice President Satharis. It is now time to award the degrees. Out of courtesy, I ask that all of our graduates return to their seats after crossing the stage and remain there until the end of the ceremony. Please remember that no diplomas will be distributed in the Commonwealth College Center until the completion of this ceremony. Will the first row of graduates please come to the right side of the stage? The rest of the candidates may be seated and proceed accordingly. Graduates will cross the stage in the order indicated on the program. I also remind the audience to remain in your seats and do not approach the stage or stand in the aisles. A professional photographer will capture the graduate as he or she crosses the stage, and I will be available in the Commonwealth College Center for individual photos after the ceremony. Because of the new security measures, no other photographer will be permitted to approach the platform. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, we'll get to it. Please withhold your applause until all degrees or certificates have been awarded. Well, I'm not sure why we ever say that.
I am pleased to announce the graduates of Art Transfer. Kayla Elizabeth Angelini, cum laude. Bethany Brazil, summa cum laude, and Art Certificate and Graphic Design Certificate. James Edward Corbett III, magna cum laude. R. Enzo Cruz, cum laude. Jessica Marie De Medeiros, cum laude. Gary Faria, cum laude. Holly B. Faria, magna cum laude. Kelly Joyce Gannon, cum laude. Amy C. Gonzalez, magna cum laude and art certificate and web design certificate. Joshua Kapinski, cum laude. Jessica Ann Lapin, cum laude. Jennifer L. Lukey, magna cum laude. Camden Lee McCabe, summa cum laude. Jennifer M. Moore, summa cum laude. Stephanie L. Pacheco, cum laude and art certificate and web design certificate. Veronica Raposo. Joshua Santos. Megan Travasos. Emily Weigert and graphic design certificate. Colin James Wetzel, magna cum laude. Catherine A. Wilkinson, cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Business Administration Transfer. Business Administration Career. Valerie Rose Auger, cum laude. Elda M. Costa, cum laude. Nicole Dexter, magna cum laude. Edgen Enrique Dos Santos, cum laude. Autumn Lee J. DuPont, magna cum laude. Brittany Marie Ferreira. Christopher Flanagan. Mark Edward Hinch, magna cum laude. H. Michael Andrew Lasco, summa cum laude. Melinda S. LeDuc. Daniel Lingard. Alyssa K. Medeiros. Brian Joseph Medeiros. Nicholas A. Medeiros, magna cum laude. Taylor L. Menezes, magna cum laude. Samantha Pelletier. Kyle Pereira. Marlene Ann Roberge, cum laude. Giselle Sapina, magna cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Souza. Jonathan Tavares. Nicole Marie Viveros. Mark A. Weber Jr. and Marketing Certificate. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Business Administration Transfer. Allison M. Almeida, cum laude. Aramis Arias, cum laude. Christine Aruda, cum laude. Antoine Charles Belita. Tanya Raquel Clemento, magna cum laude. Sarah De Silva. Cassandra DeMora. Stephen A. DuBois, cum laude. Denise M. Farrell. Katia Alexandra Ferreira. Julie Ann Fontaine, magna cum laude. Brandy Gamache. Lisa M. Gibbs, magna cum laude. Christopher Harrington, summa cum laude. Kenneth R. Holloway. Sambath V. Clusang. Judy Levitri. Kevin L. Long. Ching H. Lee. Megan Catherine McDonald, summa cum laude. Geraldine M. Medeiros. David Monty, cum laude. Kayla Novosek, cum laude. Emmanuel D. Rebello. Darcilia Fernandez Silva. Sean D. Stockwell. Celine P. Tavares. Leanne M. Torres. Trin Hoyen Tran, summa cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Walls, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Clinical Laboratory Science. Jenna Lee Cook. Pandari Mao, magna cum laude. Kelly Robertson, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Communication. Paige Alves, cum laude. Evan Charles Aurelio, cum laude. Elizabeth Clara Crossan. Kyle Patrick Da Silva. Nicole Marie Mercier, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Complementary Healthcare. Jacob Ryan Dompierre, cum laude, and Therapeutic Massage and Certificate. Melanie Jo Santos, summa cum laude. Jessica Ray Smith, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Computer Information Systems. Douglas Andrade. Katie Ashworth, magna cum laude. Joshua Michael Costa, summa cum laude. Samantha A. Costa, magna cum laude. Adam Ross Couto. Garrett Matthew Couto, cum laude. Ryan Michael Drolet. Daniel Faria, summa cum laude. Robert Stephen Chase, magna cum laude. Christopher Fregosa, summa cum laude. Robert G. Gammons. Ricardo Heinrich, magna cum laude. Scott R. Janus, summa cum laude. Andrew Paul Lucidi. Justin R. Mello, magna cum laude. Shunli Morrow. Eric Oldford, summa cum laude. Brian M. Parmenter, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Parsons, cum laude. Marilyn Rivera. Joel Peter Sanguinetti, cum laude. Max Dustin Shockett. Jeffrey Taylor. Andrew O. Vanier, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Criminal Justice and Law Enforcement Certificate. Gregory Joseph Amaral. Neil John Anderson, cum laude. Alex Kalen Andrade. Frank P. Andrade, Jr., magna cum laude. Ian Arango, and Law Enforcement. William H. Bradshaw. Nicholas A. Brazil. Brittany L. Brown. Jesse Correas, and Law Enforcement. Christine Marie Costa, and Law Enforcement Certificate. Edmund F. Craig IV, magna cum laude. Heather A. Demers, summa cum laude, and Law Enforcement Certificate. Michael J. Jumakin, magna cum laude. Priscilla Rachel Elias. Joanne Ellen Field, magna cum laude in Paralegal Studies Certificate and Law Enforcement. Lucianne Lima Fonferco, cum laude. Zachary Frizel, magna cum laude. Frederick D. Garfield, cum laude. And General Studies. Gilbert R. Guzman. Carissa L. Polefka. Alicia Marie Hyde, cum laude. Ashley Irene James. Kyle W. Jean, cum laude. Tina M. Jones, cum laude. Joseph George. Andrew V. Kelly, cum laude, and Law Enforcement. Derek Harrison LaFleur. Cara Mae Lessa. Chelsea Megan Laughlin. Zachary D. Malik, and Law Enforcement Certificate. Shane Michael Mello, and Law Enforcement Certificate. Catherine Medeiros, magna cum laude. Vanessa Lee Medeiros, and Law Enforcement Certificate. Alicia Pauline. Dylan Conrad Pauls, summa cum laude. Cassie Pereira. Joshua Michael Peristrello, summa cum laude. Christina M. Perry. Marilia Portes, magna cum laude. Monica M. Raposo. Ashley Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Matthew Sorrow. Joshua D. Sherman. Jennifer S. Sylvia, summa cum laude. Jeremy Howland Smith. Connor William Sowersby, cum laude. Melissa Ann Texera. Luis D. Torres. Jennifer Lynn Thurman, cum laude. Candace Dorothea Letzen Zuby. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Culinary Arts. Caitlin M. Aguiar, cum laude. Nolan V. Bernier. Maria S. Campos, cum laude. Danielle Caraveo, cum laude. Bianca Carrero. Sarah Elizabeth Demonte, cum laude. Craig L. Dumont, magna cum laude. Danielle Lee Feinberg. Sarah Jane Gillespie. Brandon Francis Hamilton. Jessica Lynn Massey, magna cum laude and general studies. William P. Morin. Jeremy Newman. Caitlin Palmer, magna cum laude. Cassandra Palmer, magna cum laude. Ashley Pimentel, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Quinones. Paige Soares. Alyssa N. Vieira, cum laude and general studies. Thomas N. Weaver. Rhonda L. Wheaton, magna cum laude and general studies. Nicole Lynn Williams, magna cum laude. Leah Macedo Wright, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Deaf Studies Transfer. Cheryl Burrell, cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Dental Hygiene. Svetlana Bedinshin. Alexis DePina. Gina Marie Dunn. Jessica Jansen, cum laude. Megan E. McCall, cum laude. Shannon Otto, summa cum laude. Stacy L. Payne, cum laude. Tracy L. Pellin, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Nicole Pettit. Michaela Rusher. Katie V. Santos, cum laude. Brooke Elizabeth St. Laurent, cum laude. Kimberly Vale, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Early Childhood Education. Melissa Lee Amaral. Kayla Antonitsis, Early Childhood Education. Deborah Ayer. Julianne Jean Belsky. Joy Bradshaw. Jennifer Diaguiar. Melanie A. DeMatos, cum laude. Amanda Monaghan Finnell. Courtney Gomes, and General Studies. Gina Harrison. Molly E. Hebert. Rebecca Jean Jacobs. Ariana Marie Jefferson, summa cum laude. Yolanda Marie Medeiros. M. Catherine Murray, summa cum laude. Heidi Olivero. Vicky Paquin, magna cum laude. Caitlin I. Souza. Caitlin Frances Steves. Barbara Jean Travers, magna cum laude. Savita Jane Trott, cum laude. Christina Vladimirova, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of elementary education. Katie L. Almeida, summa cum laude. Caitlin J. Almeida. Corey J. Cabral. Chelsea Ann Canestrera. Ariel Costa. Maria I. Dos Santos, cum laude. Cassandra Monique Furtado, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Gallant, cum laude. Carl Harden. Stacy Linares. Melissa Lucas, magna cum laude. Jessica A. Poliquin, magna cum laude. Timothy R. Sylvia Jr., cum laude. Karina Reyes, cum laude. Stephanie Furtado Simas. Ashley C. Taylor, summa cum laude. Samantha Vieira, cum laude. Bonnie Jean Wyrostic. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Engineering Technology. William L. Barboza. Dan M. Boyer, summa cum laude. Christopher B. Costa. Dwayne R. Galreath, magna cum laude and surveying certificate. Adam Kavitskauskas. Jared M. Leet. Derek C. Matozo. Philip Pinder. Lisa D. Terrio, summa cum laude. Jody R. Raposa, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Engineering Transfer. Joshua Deese. Nixon Antonio Dos Santos, and Engineering Technology and General Studies. Stephen Darnell Holland, and Liberal Arts and Sciences. David Glenn Henry, summa cum laude. Jamie William Rothwell, cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of General Studies. Hira Ahmed. Danielle Elaine, cum laude. Kelly Almeida, cum laude. Natasha Marie Amaral, magna cum laude. Heather M. Arias, summa cum laude. John Aruda, cum laude. Ryan Michael Aruda, summa cum laude. Brittany Elizabeth Bannon, magna cum laude. Maria Bartholomew, magna cum laude. Victoria M. Barton, summa cum laude. Christina Brooke Betancourt. Megan M. Balia. Jeffrey Borges. Annette Grassini, magna cum laude. Hillary Teresa Brodeur. Rhonda Bradshaw, cum laude. Susan Pavo, magna cum laude and Human Services Certificate. Jessica Lynn Wardell. Caitlin Freitas. Raymond M. Brodeur, summa cum laude. Robert Goodwin Callahan. Patricia Eileen Carrier, magna cum laude. Dennis M. Carrington. Brittany Carita. Charles Carvalho III. Monica Carvalho. Whitney A. Cisse, summa cum laude. Kayla Amanda Samini, cum laude. Donnell Carmen Oliver Clark, cum laude. Jessica Clark, cum laude. Karen Korofis Claudio. Glenn Cleveland, magna cum laude. Cassandra Nadine Cohill. Brianne Leah Connolly, cum laude. Ryan Joseph Connor. Adam Dean Conti. Andrew Dayer. Kim M. Dalglish. Rachel L. DeFaria, cum laude. Heidi Jo DeFreitas. Catherine R. DeFranzo. Erica Delgado. Caitlin Nora Dorsey and Paralegal Studies Certificate. Denise Dyer, magna cum laude. Grant Michael Leonard Edwards. Rena Ephthemiadis, cum laude. Brandy Evans, magna cum laude and Paralegal Studies Certificate and Global Leadership. Miriam Fernandez, magna cum laude. Elise Ferreira. Sarah Grace Flood, cum laude. Vanessa Ferreira Freitas, magna cum laude. Maria Mercedes Giella. Ashley Jaguar, cum laude. Nicole M. Giroux, cum laude. Rachel Jennifer Goisman, cum laude. Elisangela Larissa Almeida Gomes, magna cum laude. Kimberly Grace Griffin, cum laude. Brittany Gunter, cum laude, and Thanatology Certificate. Jean Guzman, cum laude. Michael Dennis Hamill, summa cum laude. Charlotte Lynn Hamer, magna cum laude. Samson Zarek Hampton, cum laude. Nicholas R. Hanlon, magna cum laude. Beth A. Harrison. Kirk A. Henschel. Stephanie L. Hinch. Caitlin Howard, magna cum laude. Daniel Hewling. Ashley Jennifer Hurst. Christine LaCroix, cum laude. Kimberly LaCroix, magna cum laude. Catherine Mary Lima, magna cum laude. Nikisha Livingston, magna cum laude. Chelsea R. Luce, cum laude. Jennifer Luciano. Garrett McDonald. Jesse Mallon, summa cum laude. Stephanie Marcelino. Alicia Marley, cum laude. Jody Martino, summa cum laude. Anastasia Magruder. Catherine McKenna. Amanda Lee Medeiros, cum laude. Tiffany Medeiros. Monique G. Mignault. Julie Mitchell. Belmira Moniz. Gabrielle Marie Montero. Caitlin J. Morris and Thanatology Certificate. Rebecca Jean Myers. Crystal Negron. Teresa Ann Newfield and Thanatology Certificate. Fanny Nieves. Jessica Lynn Noiseau, magna cum laude. Lauren P. O'Hara, cum laude. Courtney Oliveira, magna cum laude. Kathy Orr, summa cum laude. Danielle Marie Otledge. Nathan Packert. Vanessa Perea. Jose G. Paulino. Brittany K. Paulson. Shannon Peebles, summa cum laude. Alexis Chantel Pelaez, cum laude. Joanna L. Pepe, magna cum laude. Eugene Perry, Jr. Edavina Pyers. Amanda L. Ponce. Daniel Leonard Powers. Ross R. Ratner, magna cum laude. Elisa J. Rebello, cum laude. Robert J. Ray. Parish Taryn Roberts, magna cum laude. Shayna Robles. Ramira Rodriguez. Gabriela Royas, cum laude. Star Lynn Roy. Brittany Elizabeth Sanguinetti, and Medical Assisting Certificate. Sabrina M. Santiago. Gregory M. Schulteis. Matthew E. Sherman. Alyssa Joelle Silva, cum laude. Jessica May Silva, and Art Certificate and Medical Assisting Certificate. Vanari Sim. Kathleen Ann Small, cum laude, and Certificate of Thanatology. Brenda D. Smith. Victor Smith. Maya Sobel. Sarah Spencer. Juliana Marie St. James. Connor J. Stearns, summa cum laude. Emily J. Sullivan. Kelsey Lee Sylvia. Catherine Pearl Taylor. Jennifer Lynn Terro, cum laude. Eddie Tirado. Kayla Amy Travasos. Ciara R. Vasquez, cum laude. Felicia Velasquez. Kayla Diane Waleka. Caitlin Louise Worthen, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Healthcare Information. Dawn M. Loomis, summa cum laude. Denise L. Rigo, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Susan Amaral. Vicki M. Angel. Richard M. Bertoldo, cum laude, and Thanatology Certificate. Rosario Borda, cum laude. Michael A. Borges, magna cum laude. Margaret E. Camara, cum laude. Jeffrey A. Estrella, Jr. Rita Gillen. Grace Lawson, summa cum laude. Bethany Ann Macedo. Flor Martins, magna cum laude. Victoria Mazarol. Haley Paul, magna cum laude. Camila Antonio Pomade. Ronald F. Tazensky, Jr. Ida Louise Rivera. Jose A. Rivera, Jr., cum laude. Amanda Skidmore, and Thanatology Certificate. Robin Michelle Trotman, summa cum laude. Mandy Lynn Vieira. Amanda Rona Wernick. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Rachel Jean Ayers. Ariane Herrera Rose Barodi, and Thanatology Certificate, cum laude. Michelle E. Bernier, magna cum laude. Louis Carl Berrig. Ian Fifield Borum, summa cum laude, liberal arts and global leadership. Christian William Boucher. Karen Louise Brooks, summa cum laude. Ashley Correa, cum laude. Amanda Bell Costa. Michael R. Corsi, cum laude. Joseph F. DeCruz, Jr. Mariah Ann DaCosta. Rose M. Ferreira. Sean Ferreira. Chelsea E. Forterezzo, cum laude. Mariano Gomes, summa cum laude. Alec J. Gavoni, magna cum laude. Thomas W. Goyette. Esther Marie Guadalupe. David C. Hall, summa cum laude. Lauren Hamill. Charlotte J. Harkins, cum laude. Chantel Lexi Hill. Michael Ernest Holcomb, magna cum laude. Ian M. Isabel. Christopher L. A. Langevin, magna cum laude. Cheryl Marie Lamb Spooner, magna cum laude. Mario Leonardo. Monsell Leopold Lloyd, magna cum laude. Christopher Paul Loss. Sarah Elizabeth Machado, summa cum laude. Elena Christine Marquez. Ashley Elizabeth Miranda. Kyle Daniel Moniz. Jamie William Nathan. Christina Irene Pexino, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Pellegrino, summa cum laude. Rebecca Pereira, summa cum laude. Linda Sue Rogers, magna cum laude. Moses Rodriguez. Paul J. Salinas. Ashley Marie Shader. Stephanie E. Saminsky. Nicole M. Staben, cum laude. Caitlin Grace Vieira. Daniel C. Weeks, cum laude. Karen Marisol Vital Zamorano, summa cum laude, and thanatology certificate. I am pleased to announce the graduates of nursing. Cheryl Ann Albertini, magna cum laude. Allison Andrade Almeida, cum laude. Melissa Barry, cum laude. Cassandra W. Burrell, cum laude and general studies. Cheryl Barlow, summa cum laude. Robin Marie Brogan, cum laude. Renee Edwina Brum, magna cum laude. Laurie A. Code. Mary Ness A. Coahunco. Kristen R. Fonseca, cum laude. Michelle Jacob. Keith Jensen, cum laude. Robin Beth Lee. Rachel E. Lima, magna cum laude. Carl D. Mendoza, magna cum laude. Kerry L. Maniz. Anna Raquel Pereira, magna cum laude. Christine M. Raposa, cum laude. Melissa Ann Ramos. Tatiana Dulce Rock, magna cum laude. Alicia Ann Rodriguez. Gladys St. Pierre, cum laude. Candace Marie Shepard, cum laude. Bethany Ann Stroney. Sally Jane Tripp, magna cum laude. Patricia Farias Exiros. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Occupational Therapy Assistant. Kayla Ray Amaral, summa cum laude. Kristen A. Avila, magna cum laude. Chelsea Lynn Belanger, summa cum laude. Julie J. Kucher, summa cum laude. Sumina Y. Devers, summa cum laude. Melissa Gonzalez, cum laude. Jean Laporte, magna cum laude. Kaylin Serra, cum laude. Jordan Alexandra Smith, cum laude. Diane M. Travers, cum laude. Karen Stark Woodcock, summa cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Office Administration. Jennifer Rose Almeida, cum laude. Regina M. Amaral. Fatima P. Arujo, magna cum laude. Claudia Benetti, summa cum laude. Samantha Maria Benavides. Rebecca Lynn Botello. Charlene M. Canuel, summa cum laude. Adrian Colon, cum laude. Maurice J. Sear, summa cum laude. Lisa Dorego. Shaunis Lee Faraday, summa cum laude. Maria Flores. Mary E. Green. Olga Kadek, summa cum laude and medical transcription certificate. Benita Langston. Stacy Lynn Lavin-Monnier, cum laude. Vanessa Lynn Medeiros. Erin Fiedler Parisi. Donna M. Sears, cum laude. Stacy Ann Studensky. Tanya A. Tavares, magna cum laude. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Accounting Certificate. Elizabeth Harrop. Robin Lynn Martori. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Early Childhood Education and Preschool Certificate. Lori Ann Bailey. Amani Hanna. Leandra Howes. Robert J. Silva Gilmet. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Fashion Merchandising Certificate. Marlene Gomes. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Gerontology Certificate. Catherine Elizabeth Chase. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Instructional Paraprofessional Certificate, Sherry L. Bertrand. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Medical Administrative Practices Certificate, Julie A. Dawes. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Medical Assisting Certificate, Taisha Pagan. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Medical Coding Certificate, Heather A. Cabral. Michelle L. Garrett Wilson. Tiffany Nicole Malice. Stephanie M. Herrera. Cheryl Ann Russell. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Paralegal Studies Certificate, Ashley Furtado. Heather Lynn Pina. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Spanish-English Community Interpreting Certificate. Yasmin Davila. Vera L. Garcia. Bobby Martel. Antonia M. Melendez. Maria Yvette Soltrain. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Sports Management Certificate, Raymond A. Shepard. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Thanatology Certificate, Samantha Ray Costa. Shannon L. Fernandez, and Gerontology Certificate. Crystal Fontenot. Rebecca Z. Guimon, and Thanatology. Okay. Jason Neely. Will you give me right now? Beryl A. Oliveira. I am pleased to announce the graduates of Tourism and Hospitality Services Certificate, Allison Bowler. Donna Marie Garofalo.
Before we have the recessional, I want to invite you to join us at the reception in the Commonwealth College Center immediately following these exercises. Graduates may pick up their diplomas in the cafeteria, and there will also be an opportunity for photographs with the president. Our beautiful Grimshaw Gudowitz Art Gallery is open today directly behind the tent. I invite all of you to visit this wonderful facility and the outstanding exhibition that is there. We are collecting funds in the Commonwealth College lobby for the One Fund Boston on behalf of the victims of the Boston Marathon Massacre. In addition, you will see a wishing well there where you can make your donations. In addition, the college is accepting donations for a BCC student, Sam Presido, who lost all of his possessions in a devastating fire recently. Donations can also be made in the lobby of the Commonwealth College Center. Please stand and remain standing until the recessional is complete and all graduates have left the tent. Please keep the aisles and exits clear. I now declare these proceedings closed. Congratulations.